Welcome to another episode of Music Therapy. I am John Thune, your resident mental health therapist, and today we are listening to I Don't Care by Tom MacDonald. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps out my channel, and let's get right into it.
Honestly, I'm sick to death of hearing the complaints. Everybody wants to tell me how I've changed. I think somehow I'm responsible for bodies filling graves. If I made the songs they wanted, were they fans I could have saved? Man, that's a lot of weight. I thought it would be great to entertain, and now I understand why mumble rappers say the things they say. They don't want any obligation to the fan base they create. I guess my morals won't allow me to be famous if it's fake. I barely made it. I was living in the...
Ooh, my goodness, my morals won't allow me to be famous if it's fake. His integrity won't let him rap, mumble jumble, BS, propagating sex, drugs, and objectifying women. And he is not going to pretend to be someone. We know psychologically it takes tremendous amount of energy to pretend than it does just to be authentic and genuine. So if you're pretending in any part of your life, it's a normal human response, but also keep in mind that it does wear and tear on your mind, and you can't pretend forever.
Understand why mumble rappers say the things they say. They don't want any obligation to the fan base they create. I guess my morals won't allow me to be famous if it's fake. I barely made it. I was living in the ghetto, always praying my potential wouldn't go to waste before I could escape it. I just had a mental breakdown, rent was due, I couldn't pay it. Killing roaches, scraping guts off all the plates and being patient. Living in...
Whew, I had no idea he lived in such abject poverty when he was younger. And sometimes when you're in those really desperate positions, you have to succeed. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. You're going to die from proximity to violence, from overdosing, from just the rat race. And the rat race is a trap because it'll kill you one way or the other. And think of it kind of like an exterminator. And the rat race is the people who are in the maze and can't get out, whether that's addiction or mental health struggles or toxic relationships.
Praying my potential wouldn't go to waste before I could escape it. I just had a mental breakdown, rent was due, I couldn't pay it. Killing roaches, scraping guts off all the plates and being patient. Living in the hood could've got me killed. Kitchen full of rats, stomach never filled. They cut off the lights, couldn't pay the bills. I was...
Whew, I have never heard him rap so fast. Let's hear that drop again.
Living in the hood could've got me killed. Kitchen full of rats, stomach never filled. They cut off the lights, couldn't pay the bills. I was always sick, couldn't buy the pills. Girlfriend almost left me, we were broken, we were desperate. Right before it got too heavy, I went viral off a record.
Oh my goodness, wow, what a drop. And I think that hunger of living in a place with not enough to eat, roaches, just poor hygiene in general, is such a great proponent of change, and it can really help people jumpstart their lives from something really destitute, like being impoverished, to then making it, and making it financially in terms of your career, in terms of your own personal struggles. And without that hunger and without that desperation, he wouldn't be here today. He needed that in order to propel himself forward.
Me, we were broken, we were desperate. Right before it got too heavy, I went viral off a record. Never signed a deal, I did it on my own. I made all the beats, I write every song.
That must be so relieving for him to have finally made it in terms of an album or a song, a track, when he had nothing going for him otherwise. Like, that just shows you all those little bricks laid on top of another eventually paid off. Whew.
I went viral off a record. Never signed a deal, I did it on my own. I made all the beats, I write every song. They did not believe I knew it all along. Told me I was weak, I showed them I was strong. Never should have bet against me. Thought my anxiety was gonna wreck me. Thought my depression would get in my head for a second and leave, but it never left me.
Wow, he still carries that depression. And sometimes that dark passenger or those negative thoughts can help you have propensity to make creative things. We know people who have depression, for example, aren't always worse off. And I know that sounds minimizing, but they, for instance, see things more realistically than someone who is elated or euphoric all the time, because their depression can be sobering. It can help them see things for what they actually are, as opposed to what people want them to be.
Everybody says I changed up, cause I had nothing and I came up, now I'm someone they're afraid of, so say some, whoa, hey yo, everything you say, bro, I don't care, no,
Wow, so a lot of his fans seemingly turned on him as he made it up, and that's got to be hard, because you got to change as an artist and as a person in order to grow, and you can't be the same forever. And it's people, I think, stick with you in certain parts of your life for a reason. And if they're not there anymore, hey, you made it big time. Good for you. That's amazing. You don't have to think about the fans that you once had, because now you have way more fans. And even if they weren't there from the come up,
I don't care, bro. Fame won't ever make me change, so I don't care. No, I don't care. No. Honestly, it's bothered me since I've become this famous. People comment like I don't see what they're saying. I get death threats every day and saw my family call me garbage, call me racist. Try to tell my therapist that I'm afraid I can't explain it. Back up, don't touch me, I'm anxious. All of this money I'm banking don't make me happy. I can't win, don't get it wrong. No, I'm thankful, wanted attention. It happened, pressure from standards established. Amplify anger and sadness, can't deny that it did damage. Hey, take the bucks I made.
Holy smokes, he went hard there. Let's go back, listen to that one more time. Those death threats must be hard to compartmentalize from a celebrity's perspective, because you get a lot of love on one hand, but then also a lot of negative comments, a lot of cyberbullying, a lot of online toxic harassment. And I think the mind has a proclivity to remember the bad over the good. And so the bad, even if the bad is like 10% of all the good comments, our minds sometimes remember that. And that's why he's spiraling down into this breakdown here.
Afraid I can't explain it. Back up, don't touch me, I'm anxious. All of this money I'm banking don't make me happy. I can't win, don't get it wrong. No, I'm thankful, wanted attention. It happened, pressure from standards established. Amplify anger and sadness, can't deny that it did damage. Hey, take the bucks I made, take off all the chains, take the braids out of my hair, laser the tattoos off my face. Stop comparing me to Hobson, Token, NF and M. I think they're great, but so am I, and I don't wanna be them. And I never changed, but I'm not the same. I'm not the person that I was once. Alcoholic, always calling mama, always trying to borrow 50 bucks. Hey, I put my parents in debt. I have embarrassed my friends. I didn't care if I died. I was honestly hopeful that I wouldn't wake up again. But I'm back.
Woo, but he's back. And that's what we see all the time in addiction is people, a symptom of addiction is suicidality and depression, isolation, hopelessness. And once you get off whatever drug of choice, then all of the cascade of mental health symptoms slowly dissipates.
Back now, knock me down to that man, but now I stand proud. Last round, believe me, I'm ready to scrap until they back down. Doctor gave me pills, told me I was sad. Never took them though, threw them in the trash. Made a couple mil, money doesn't last. Trying to smile a bit, living in the past. Everybody says I changed up. Cause I had nothing, then I came up. Now I'm someone they're afraid of. So say some, whoa, hey yo, everything you say, bro, I don't care, no, I don't care, bro. Fame won't ever make me change, so I don't care, no, I don't care, no. See this Gucci, I bought it, I'm no sellout, homie, stop it. This is a symbol of the work I did that's finally acknowledged. This is robbed at corner stores while getting soda and some chocolate.
Wow, so it's like he finally attained what he never had growing up, and that's enough money to spend on luxury items. And I can understand where he's coming from there. Like when you don't have money, all you want is money, and then you realize money isn't everything, and then, but that Gucci bag, for instance, probably makes him feel good. It probably brings him a little happiness, but it doesn't totally change who you are. I would argue, however, there are better ways to spend your money than $500 on a wallet or on a bag.
The work I did that's finally acknowledged. This is robbed at corner stores while getting soda and some chocolate. This is bullied all my life by kids at school, I ain't forgot it. This is profit that I got from sacrificing food and water. This is dollars I had after finally paying back my father.
Whoo, yeah, so he's really touching on all aspects of his life here. He stole money from his parents, he embarrassed his friends, and he was bullied growing up. And all of these things sound like they're risk factors and they're problematic, and they are absolutely, but they also are a core part of his identity. And I'm sure we can each think of something in our life regarding how a bad time turned into something, some serendipitous moment down the road, and we found some silver lining in that bad time.
Soda and some chocolate. This is bullied all my life by kids at school, I ain't forgot it. This is profit that I got from sacrificing food and water. This is dollars I had after finally paying back my father. This is failing grades and skipping class and dropping out of college. You can't stop me, that's your problem, I will get it if I want it. Stop telling me that I switched sides, my life changed, I'm a different guy. My mama proud, my girl stoked, my sister happy I didn't die. They're mad instead of saying, Tom, I wish you the best. Of course I changed, I had to go and buy a bulletproof vest, cause
Wow, whew. Yeah, he did have to buy a bulletproof vest, the fame and the haters. But I mean, he was also on the path of self destruction in his own addiction. And that's more risky, probably. More people die, for instance, of addiction than celebrities get murdered every year, even if they're outspoken and very opinionated. And wow, I mean, he has changed, but it's not for the worse. I mean, we all change. And I think he feels some guilt because he's made it up and he's left some of the people that are still in the ghetto, still in the impoverished area. He's forgotten about them. And you can't take everyone with you. You can't save the world. If they can't grow with you, they can't go with you to wherever your journey leads.
I've been stressed, yeah, I'm a mess, yeah, I need rest, yeah, wasting energy on enemies I never met, yeah,
Yep.
I need meds, yeah, I need bed, yeah, what the heck, I should send a text to see if I still have some friends, yeah, now that I'm healthy and nobody helped me, I wanna get every penny independent, I'm a menace, I'm a record, all my records got a message, I'ma spread it, and I'm still the person my mama nurtured to become this version, so shout out mom, I don't ever sleep, every night is long, everything is on me, Tom. Everybody says I changed up, cause I had nothing and I came up, now I'm someone they're afraid of, so say some, whoa, hey yo, everything you say bro, I don't care, no, I don't care.
It's so important to set the boundary of what you do care about and what you don't, and then to realize you can't impress everyone on the internet. You can't make everyone who you meet like you. That's just so out of your control. And what helps me sometimes is the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And if I can control it, I'll care about it. But if I can't control it, I don't care about it. And that is so relieving in terms of it keeps me sane because it centers my life around what I can control. So I repeat that serenity prayer mantra, and it helps me really think about how to live an intentional life and how to not give space and noise to the things that don't really matter to me.
Bro, fame won't ever make me change, so I don't care, no, I don't care, no.
Wow, what an incredible song. Randall, thank you so much for recommending this brilliant masterpiece by Tom MacDonald here of I Don't Care. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate all the rest of you for being here. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next episode of Music Therapy.